Your thumb is paralyzed from scrolling all day long. Scrolling TikTok, scrolling YouTube Shorts, scrolling Twitter, scrolling. Your eyes are tired of seeing all the rented Lambos and the rented Rolexes, the rented hookers, girls, the rented G-Wagons, the rented beachside view mansions. So here's something useful to cleanse your timeline. The most frustrating stage, which most traders go through, is the stage of being right but losing money, right? For example, let's say you're a trader, let's say your name is John. All right, so you, John, you predict euro is going to go from here to here. And it goes from here to here. But by the time it reaches your target, you've entered so many trades in between and you got stopped out so many times in between that it doesn't matter that you're right. Because you were right, it did go down. John was right, but John lost money. Why? Because he has the ability to predict price, but he lacks the ability to capitalize off his predictions. In simple English, he knows where price is going, but he can't make money when price goes his way. Now, there is more traders than you think that are trapped in this stage. Some admit and fix it. Some are simply unaware, and others intend to, they try and hide it. Right? So the first step to fixing the mistake and escaping this horrible stage, and it's extremely frustrating when you're in the stage because you feel like you're close. You feel like the breakthrough moment is there. It's almost there. You've almost made it. But then you go back. You almost walk through the door. Then it closes. You've almost escaped. But then you're dragged back in. The first thing to escape is you need to admit that there is a mistake and that you are stuck in this phase. You have to recognize and be aware that you're stuck in the stage of being right and making no money. Then you have to understand and master a model. That's the fix, which I'm going to gift to you today. Right? So you have to have a defined, refined, practiced, well-tested model, and that's how you escape the stage. So the model today is going to be model number 1, blended with CRT. Right? So you mark the CRT high, CRT low, and most importantly, the key level. Because many of you CRT traders come in and you mark random candles, right, as CRT with no key level, and then you get stopped out, and then you come and blame the strategy. No, the strategy is perfect. The system, ICT and CRT, is perfect. The issue is in you, and you'll only improve once you realize and recognize and admit that the issue is in the trader, not in the system. All right, so always mark a CRT with a key level. CRT high, CRT low, key level. Next, you move on to the lower time frame. So we're on the weekly time frame. For a weekly CRT, and you better be taking notes, a weekly CRT, you're going to look for a 4-hour model number 1. Right, so what is model number 1? It's basically an order block, but in a CRT, right? So CRT high over here. Let's mark that. Right, so there you got the CRT high. Not a Hugo. High. Then you have the CRT low. CRT high, turtle soup. CRT low, target. All right, so you wait for price to go and attack the CRT high and stab into it with a thick, up-close candle. All right, this is bearish model number 1. A thick, up-close candle, high volume, up-close, bulky candle goes above the high. At this moment, you wait. You wait for price to go and break back down below the low of this candle. And once you close below the low of this candle, then your model number 1 is ready. Right? It's that simple. Obviously, it's better to have an FVG with the model number 1 to indicate heaviness. And then you enter at the low of the order block. Stop loss the high, or the high of the thrust candle which broke the low. Right? The more experienced you are, the tighter your stop loss gets. But for this video's sake, enter here, stop loss here, and the target is going to be target 1, 50% of the range. Target 2 is the CRT low. And you have to understand that CRT is a range, right? It's not a pattern. It's this range inside here. They built up liquidity. Buy side up here at the CRT high and sell side of the CRT low. Right? So they go and they stab into the buy side liquidity, CRT high, and then the CRT low guides you to where price is going next. Right? This is the difference between CRT and ICT. They share mostly everything. But one of the main differences, and there's a few, right? But for this video, take this one away. The main difference is that an ICT trader is going to go and he'll see model number 1. He'll see the order block, right? But what he'll do is he'll randomly go and target random lows. He'll mark this and this and this and this and this. Why? Because they simply they're unaware of CRT. Right? CRT gives you a clear-cut, objective target. 50% is the first one. And the second target is the CRT low. Right? CRT candle range theory. Range high, range low. CRT high, CRT low. All right? There's not some hindsight left side of the chart explanation. This is actually a trade I took right here and up here. This being a kiss of death turtle soup for the old students who are watching. Right? It was a pretty blue week. Let's put it that way. So, in summary, for those of you who need repetition to understand, which is fine, right? Some people understand faster than others. You're not all going to make it at the same time, right? And that's okay. You have to be okay with understanding that someone might start at the same time you started, and he might get there faster. It might click for him faster, right? He might get the aha moment quicker than you, and vice versa, right? But if you stick around long enough, then no matter how dumb you are, no matter how smart you are, if you stick around long enough, then it clicks at the end. It always does. The trick is to not quit. The trick is to have those losing days, losing weeks, perhaps even losing months, and understanding that the issue is in you, not trading, not the system. The issue is in you as a trader. And once you fix the issue, then trading becomes a walk in the park. All right, so in summary, CRT high, key level important, CRT low. You wait for a price. You wait for them to push price above the old CRT high and close below the one specific candle that liquidated the high. Right? So this is not a zone, this is not a bunch of candles. That's what differentiates us from other schools of analysis, right? We trade specific candles, not zones. Right? So this one specific candle is all my focus, right? And that marks at the end of the video. I don't want to make it longer than it should be. It's a quick, useful, beneficial video to cleanse your timeline from all the garbage there is. Right? I hope you found that insightful. I wish you good luck, good trading, and that is model number 1 blended with CRT. More details coming on that soon.